Let's begin with the next chapter, Unterrichtsbeobachtung. It has the following subtopics in it. First is Introduction. Second is Criteria for Unterrichtsbeobachtung. Third one is Unterrichtsbeobachtung in der Praxis. In the introduction section, the advantages of Unterrichtsbeobachtung are listed. So, Unterrichtsbeobachten or Unterrichtsbeobachtung helps to implement the theoretical knowledge of the methodical didactical principles in the practical scenario. It gives an opportunity to concentrate and observe the class procedures and the class ablauf in an objective manner. It helps to identify the factors which are responsible for the behavior of the students and also the effect of certain teacher activities on the students. Observing learning, Beobachtungslernen, and reflecting the class procedure. They are very important for building the teacher competence. Unterrichtsbeobachtung is a reflective method. It helps to check the influence of teacher's behavior on the Unterrichts target. This is a process in which the teacher actually looks back as to how she has taught and finds out which behavior of hers or his has an influence on the class goals. Die verschiedenen Strukturelemente des Unterrichts kann beobachtet werden. So, when you are beobachting or observing, then you can basically observe all the structure elements of the Unterricht. This can be done via video Aufnahme recording or by directly visiting the classroom. When you are visiting the classroom as a beobachter, it is very important that the new teacher or the beobachter is actually under a supervisor. Die angehende Lehrer bekommt Ratschläge und Beratung hinsichtlich die Strukturelemente, den Kompetenz zu entwickeln. So now the supervisor will now give tips and will teach the new teacher all the structural elements for conducting a class compared to the theoretical knowledge, and that way helps to develop teaching competence in the new students or the new teachers. In this slide, we will be looking at the main functions of Unterrichtsbeobachtung. Very important exam question. It has got three main functions. One is Beobachten zu lernen, Beobachten zu forschen, Beobachten zu Beurteilen. We will see these one by one. Beobachten zu lernen. It means a classroom taught by one teacher is being observed by this new teacher, and the new teacher learns how the experienced teacher implements the methodical principles in the class. Or a second variation is the teacher who wants to improve her classroom can let his or her classroom conduction to be observed by another colleague and then take his feedback after the class. This is called as kollegiale Unterrichtsbeobachtung. you have a third variant in the Beobachten zu lernen. It's called as Selbstbeobachtung. In this case, the teacher himself or herself will be reflecting on her teaching methods, and then she will now reconsider what are all the things which she has to improve or he has to improve. A video recording in this case is very helpful. So Unterrichtsbeobachtung zu lernen is basically a method where the teacher tries to improve his or her own classroom conduction and thereby helping the students to understand better and improving the class performance. Then you have Beobachten zu forschen. Here the individual process of the classroom is being observed, and the Unterrichtsmethode, so one classroom is being conducted, let's say methodische didaktische Prinzip, other classroom is being conducted only by Frontalunterricht. So these are two different Unterrichtsmethode, and they can compare the two different Unterrichtsmethode along with the boundary conditions and then determine what are all the factors which contribute to the successful classroom. So that's how they basically found out the methodische didaktische Prinzip compared to the olden ways of taking class. So this is more of a research topic. So all those students who are doing new ways of teaching, they would be doing this Beobachten zu forschen. Finally, you have Beobachten zu Beurteilen. This is basically teacher evaluation. How good is the teacher in conducting a class? Are all the competencies of a teacher handled there? Is the teacher competent enough with the subject, with the way she handles the class, the way she interacts with the kids or the students? All those things will be observed and the teacher will be given a mark. So typical practical exam for a teacher's training course.
With that, the chapter comes to an end. Please feel free to like, subscribe and comment to the channel. If you have any questions, then contact me via email or put down your comments and I'll be able to reply. Thank you.